Hey everyone, I think it's working now. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I am live again. Thank God. Okay, let's see. Let me go into the. Yeah, it's just having a little difficulty with my internet there. But okay, now we're back live over here. Okay, okay. Hopefully everybody didn't think I canceled the show for tonight. But anyways, we'll discuss a few things that I've been doing. Anyways, like I said, on uh on Tuesday I'm gonna go back out there. I'm gonna go see what I find up in that area. There's a few cave areas out there that are really pretty you know pretty extreme out there that look pretty rocky out there that people uh sometimes you might think there's something in there, and you might get lucky. You might find something in there. I don't know how my mic is working now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna see if anyone's still out there. I think Dolph has joined us. Okay. Yeah, this hey everyone. Okay. I'm trying to see if let me see. Yeah, let's see. Hey everyone. Okay. Okay, I have to lower down my volume there. It was giving a lot of distortion. Okay, well, we're back on live, and like I said before, if anybody wants to call in, you can call me in at 210, and it's 306-9574. So if you guys have any stories or anything that you want to talk about live, go ahead and give me a call. And I mean, this is live, and things like this are going to happen, and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, basically, what I'm doing is just putting a show out, just to if you guys have any stories to share or anything like that. I've experienced a lot of stuff, and the thing of it is, I like to hear other people's stories too, and really bring out a conversation. Okay. Okay, so now we're talking about well, so many stories out there about Bigfoot and stuff. I mean, you know, a lot of people, the thing is with Bigfoot, what they want to do is they there's so many people out there that just want to you know uh, exploit the fact that they think that they know everything about this kind of stuff, and that's really wrong. That most people, you know, they go out there, and it's just basically for the money. Like, I mean, I don't know about you guys, if you enjoy these shows like Finding Bigfoot and stuff, but I mean, for me, it's more dramatization than anything else. I mean, and it's I guess it's okay to look at, if you like drama and stuff, but honestly, it's not really Bigfooting. It's just going out in the woods. Real Bigfooting is going out in the woods, and sometimes you really don't even find anything. You just you just pretty much go for a straight hike. That's basically all you do. It's not something that that's always exciting. Sometimes it's just it can get just and turn into a nature hike. That's barely it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, everyone, sorry about that. I just had to go do some stuff real quick. Well, anyways, let's a lot of these like I said, these shows, you know, it's just a lot of drama. That's basically all it is. It's not, not for me. It's not nothing but fiction. You know what I mean? I honestly think if they really wanted to find something 100% concrete, they would have found it already. But honestly, I think a lot of those shows they make more money not finding Bigfoot instead of making money finding him. You know what I mean? It's just that just more money. People. It's just a lot easier for people to say, hey, I mean, I'm gonna go look for Bigfoot, and then they don't find anything, and then it just it's just like that. That's crazy, but you know that's just the way things are. I mean, I really think that I think if anybody finds Bigfoot or any other type of cryptid, it's going to be by accident. That's really going to be the case. I honestly think it's going to be accidental. I really don't think it's going to be, you know, look at all these people. They've been, there's people been going out and researching for like 20, 30 years. And, they still haven't found I mean, they basically find everything that everybody else finds: footprints, hair samples, stuff like that. That's basically all they ever find. But, I mean, other than that, I think it's going to probably be accidental. You know what I mean? One day, out of the blue, somebody's going to get lucky, and they're going to, we're going to end up having something come out of the woods, But other than that, I honestly think that, uh, a lot of it's turned, and that's sad, but that's just the way things are. I mean, things have just gotten really commercial with Bigfoot and stuff, and other cryptids too. With all these shows. I mean, and a lot of these shows, they're entertaining. I mean, they really are. You know what I mean? I really think they're entertaining. It's just the problem is that I really, that's not the way people really go and research. And you guys that really go out and research, you guys know how it is. Sometimes it's just a day hike. You know what I mean? Or either that, or it's almost like going going camping, staying for a couple of days, and you find a couple of maybe like I don't know, tree breaks, or you find X markers, or you find any other type of markers, or maybe a nest, but that's basically what Bigfooting really is. I mean, it's not it's not all that drama like you see on those shows. But I mean, oh well, it's everybody each his own. You know what I mean? I don't mind watching the shows. I think they're pretty cool. me see. Let's see. Like I said before, if you guys want to call in, go ahead and call in. I don't know if you guys have tried already. Like I said, the number is 210-306-9574. It's my hangout number. It's like I said, that's that guys, you can call that number if you have any stories or anything going on. I don't mind. There's a message machine there, and you guys can call it, and we can go on the air and you can talk live or whatever. You know what I mean? Or either that, or if you leave a personal message on there, and we can talk about your story, and if you want me to put it on my website, or make a video of whatever you guys are talking about, or if you just want to come on the air and just talk about your experiences. It doesn't have to be Bigfoot, and like I said, my channel's talking cryptozoology, so it doesn't really matter what we talk about on this channel. It can be ghost, it can be anything. There's so many things, and once you strike up a conversation, that's it. Yeah, that's a pretty good stories too. A lot of people have been talking about the dog man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some research, and I think I'm gonna start uh, uh, doing some posts on the dog man. There's a picture that I have in one of my videos, and I'm gonna post it. And I was walking along, and somebody had told me, hey, did you notice that in your video? And they actually we did a rendering of it and everything, and right above the tree, it looks exactly like it has pointed ears, and it doesn't look Bigfoot at all. It looks more Dogman. So and these areas, you know who knows what's roaming around. It could be, a lot of people might be misidentifying the Bigfoot for the Dogman. That could be it too. you know the Dogman is a very popular subject. Hey, Darcy, do you have any stories of your own? uh, Let me know. Come on, a message, anything. Have you guys seen any strange things in your areas? What have you guys seen? You know what I mean? Uh, have you you guys go hiking and stuff? What's the weirdest thing you guys have seen? Let me know. You know what I mean? This is, there's so many things, in this world. I started doing this little live thing is for the fact is that, it's like I've never done this live stuff before. This is my first time doing this live stuff. You know what I mean? But I want to get myself used to it, because I do want to do more of it, because I want to get in touch more with everybody else. You know what I mean? And it's just, it just helps out, me getting to know who you guys are, and you guys get to know who I am, and the kind of person I am and everything. And as far as like my research and everything, I want to start traveling to the United States, and not only doing Bigfoot stuff, but also doing other kinds of cryptid stuff, because I think it's important and interesting at the same time. But you know, I just want to be able to really get the concrete of what's really going on. Or are there, are people misidentifying things, or are these things really out there? I know that it's taken people pretty much, these stories have been written centuries, and centuries they go. But I mean, they are there, and they're there for a purpose. And one day somebody's going to get lucky and somebody's going to find something. Yeah, I know. You know, um, I've seen a lot of stories on the dog man, and I am going to do some real big researching on the dog man, and I'm gonna put some good stories out there for you guys. And I will also, what I'll do is I'll make some video articles, and I'll read the articles to you guys, like that you can you know see the things I find, because I do a lot of research, and I get lucky, and sometimes I find a lot of cool stuff. So I really want to put it out there for you guys, like that you guys can go see it. And you can, like, wow, I mean, maybe there's a couple of stories you guys haven't seen. Lots of talk about the dog man. You know, Darcy, she's telling me about all these you know different encounters and stuff, and on YouTube that people put out stories of the dog man and everything. And that's a really, really, really popular. I think that. What do you guys think? Werewolf or dog? What do you guys think? I mean, what do you think it's related to? You know, you guys think it might be some type of werewolf species that I mean, that really does exist, that maybe back in the times where thing was more things were more uncivilized, and people were more into, like, don't go in the woods because of ghosts and fairies and all that kind of stuff. You think maybe they ran across Dogman, and it was just some type of a misidentification of of you know being a werewolf, but it's really it's just something that's out there that we just haven't discovered yet. Yeah, I also want to throw out, Darcy was telling me also UFO stories. I'm gonna be throwing out more UFO stories. I've been doing a lot of research and stuff. With some of these stories are scary. You know what I mean? They start, with the way that they came here, and what they really started doing to, you know, humans, and well, not really humans, to whatever ancestors we had. The way they started, they I guess messed with our DNA, or their DNA in a way, and they could have created us. You know what I mean? That's very, very intriguing. Yes, that's very, very, that's very true. Yeah, Darcy says some are werewolves and some are supernatural and some are flesh and blood, and that's very true. I mean, there's so many different things, and our world that we don't understand. That you know, what is supernatural, and what is spiritual, or ghosts. It's a different plane of being, or like a supernatural. Is it really a science that we don't understand, that has some type of concrete in science, or is it at a classification itself? That's very interesting. I wonder what it could be. No, like I said, I encourage you guys, if you want to get live, you can. Again, my number is 210, and it's 306-9574. If you want to have a more discussion, with me live right now, it would be great. I wouldn't mind at all. It would probably make the show a lot more interesting. You know what I mean? Like I said, for me, this show right now it's like Bigfooting. I go out in the woods, and I, go look for stuff, and sometimes I get lucky, and sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? That's just the way things go. You know what I mean? Live shows are like this. You don't always expect the things that you're gonna expect. There's, you know. Our world is just full of so many mysteries. I mean, it is something else. You know what I mean? We have such a great place we live in, and a lot of people just don't realize how wonderful it is where we live. And and that's sad. You know what I mean? Hopefully a lot of these cryptids don't end up going extinct before they even get it discovered, because that's always been my scare, that what if this happens? Yeah. Darcy says they all seem to all get a joy out of scaring people, and it's the truth. They do. You know what I mean? That's why Bigfoot always, he gets you when you least expect him. You know what I mean? He's at the side of the corners, and then you see how big he is and everything, and he'll just scare the heck out of you. I mean, I had a couple encounters, like I said before. I moved a couple of X markers and stuff, and all of a sudden I had started hearing grunts, and having things thrown at me, and man, you know, they really don't like it when when I first started Bigfooting, I got excited because I saw, you know what I mean, and I moved something, and it was an accident, and I'll never do that again, because that it can turn into a very unfriendly experience. Yeah, they love to tap the windows of a Darcy saying right now, tapping on the windows and peeking. They love doing that. That's a very, very true. I mean, so many stories of you hear people, well, I was in my bedroom, and all of a sudden this big old face, just started looking at me. I was like, man, I mean, and I really don't think they're trying to scare anybody. I think it's just more out of curiosity than anything else. I basically think that's what it is. I don't think it's meant to really alarm anything. I think it's more curiosity. Either that, or they're trying to see, hey, is this guy going to feed me or what? You know what I mean? That's basically what they're looking for, is either probably food, and if they can get somebody that, is going to be nice to them and feed them or something. You know, you hear so many stories of people having positive encounters with Bigfoot and stuff, and that's wonderful. But I really do believe that there's a danger factor out there. I think you got to be careful, what you do, because if you don't, I think in less populated areas, I think you have more of a chance of getting attacked. Because I really think the ones that live in the less populated areas, I really don't think they like humans that much. I really think that's the reason they stay as far as they do, because they do not want to be close to humans. They just want to be away from humans, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? We have done a lot of bad things, to the environment, and they've seen that. They've seen us, cutting down trees, logging, and destroying lakes, and as much as we think a lot of them don't understand this in nature, they really do. Oh, I am so sorry. Yes, this show is uh, really, like I said, I appreciate everybody that comes out and wants to hear me jabber on. And you guys are wonderful, and I'm glad you guys are here. The reason I started doing this, and I'm the same way like you, Darcy. You know what I mean? This is all this public speaking kind of stuff. I'm really good, when it comes to like recording video, you know, and just doing it like off live. But this is like a new experience to me too. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it. For you guys like that, it doesn't matter how many people listen, 2 people listen, 3 people listen. I really don't care. I'm doing this because I just care about everybody, and if it helps anybody, you know, discover something about themselves, or learn something, I want to help. You know what I mean? It's important to me, to be out there, and to try to help people, and you know, just just be nice as much as I can. You know what I mean? You guys are all wonderful, and I'm glad the support that you guys give me. You know, I mean, you guys are really, some of the best people I know, and I know I don't know all of you guys, personally or anything like that, but uh, all the support that I get from everybody that does, watch my videos, and listens to my show, and also goes to my Facebook page, and sees all the different comments that I do and everything. Like I said, I appreciate you guys, and I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but I was kind of defending people that want to go out and they want to do Bigfooting, or they want to do any type of cryptozoology stuff. There's too many people out there that want to tell people how to do it, and that's wrong, because you know what is a real correct way to go in Bigfoot. I mean, I understand, a lot of people have wilderness experience and stuff. I used to volunteer with primates a long time ago when I was younger. I got my first book when I was 8 years old, and I just fell in love with cryptozoology, and I fell in love with UFOs and stuff. I got them at a book fair, and I just went crazy over it. I started trying to read as much as I could, and it's helped a lot along the way. But I also started working with reptiles, and I also did a couple of volunteer jobs at the local zoo, and I did I have worked with primates before. I have worked with orangutans, and I also have worked with chimps and other smaller monkeys. And I also knew a lady that had a feed store that she used to have a lot of different types of ringtail monkeys, and I used to help her out on the weekends just to be able to, learn primate behavior and stuff. and because I was so interested in Bigfoot, you know what I mean? My big thing was Bigfoot, you know what I mean? Back then, you know, I saw that Patterson film, and, you know, even though a lot of people sometimes they say, well, it's fake and this and that, well, you know what I mean? It helped a lot of us, even if it was a fake, you know. It's hard for me, you know, sometimes I really look at it and I say, well, you know, maybe it is a fake, but then parts of me say maybe it's not a fake, and you know, I just, you know, I'm in, like, in the middle. You know, I don't know, you know, whether it is or not, but, you know, the thing is, what it did is it helped me love cryptozoology, and it helped me, you know, want to, you know, explore, you know, these crazy avenues, you know what I mean? And you know, then I started watching a lot of ghost hunting stuff on when I first got my computer, you know, when the first Windows computer came out. And, you know, I think it was even way before YouTube, but people would post, you know, ghost hunting stuff on their websites and stuff, and I would go and look at that stuff, and I started getting intrigued with all that kind of stuff too. So, you know, it's just a passion of mine that I really like, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, and I'm gonna keep on doing videos, and I'm gonna keep on reviewing stuff too, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about me reviewing stuff. You know, want to ask you guys, how do you feel about me reviewing stuff on the channel? You know, I mean, I am gonna give stuff away. You know, I'm gonna be getting a ton of stuff, you know, as much things as I can get. And the reason I do it, because, you know, a lot of this stuff is, of course, if you guys like to hike and you guys like to Bigfoot and do cryptozoology out in the field, the woods, you know, you find you know, or if you guys, you know, I don't know if you guys, what kind of groups you guys are in, if you guys go ghost hunting and stuff, and you have people that take you to, like, abandoned buildings and stuff, that you guys do ghost hunting and stuff. I don't know if you guys need, like, headlamps or, you know, any type of equipment like that. I'm going to be trying to review as much stuff as I can, like that I can, you know, give you guys, you know, because I know how expensive all this stuff can be, and you know, what I want to do is just help out, you know what I mean? And whatever little I can do, you know, I just feel good that, you know, somebody else can go out there and, you know, do the kind of stuff, you know, that I like to do. And because, you know, it can be so expensive, and I know a lot of people live on a, you know, totally different budget, and you know, that's understandable. You know, everything's so expensive nowadays, you know what I mean? You know, well, anyways, you know, that's getting off the Bigfoot subject, but, you know, just let me know what you guys think about, you know, me you know, doing reviews and stuff on there. Like I said, you know, if any of that stuff helps you out, I'm happy it does, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, you guys can have equipment, and also, you know, a lot of stuff, you know, emergency situations, because I'm a big hiker. I love hiking, you know what I mean? Um, you know, I plan on, maybe I want to hike the 18 next year. That's, you know, that's a big goal of mine. I really want to hike. I want to stay out a couple of months and really do some hiking and document the whole thing. You know, I I like I said, you know, I really appreciate everything, and you know, over here it's already going to be like 1 o'clock in the morning over here in San Antonio. I'm very, I apologize for you know, a late start and everything. I really appreciate everybody's questions, and you know, like I said, I really don't like to prepare a show. I just like to, you know, spontaneously do it, because I think it's more exciting to just spontaneously do it. You know, I like I said, I'm gonna be going out Bigfooting this week. I'm gonna go on Tuesday, and I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can in the trail. I want to stay as deep as I can in there, and hopefully the last photographs that I got were like amazing. You know what I mean? I got so much stuff. You know what I mean? And I want to go back and see if anything's changed. I'm actually going to start a gifting area. I want to, put out some peanut butter and if you guys have any ideas for any type of gifts that you think I should put out there, please give me those ideas. Leave them in the comments below, and I'll go out there and I'll put that stuff that you guys suggest out there. You know what I mean? And let's see what happens. The last time I went out there, I tried to do some gifting and I did some rocks, and but that was kind of like well, anyways, when I did that, I went back like maybe a week later. No, actually it was I think it was a little longer than that, and everything was gone. So I don't know if maybe one of them must have moved it because they got mad or something. But I'm gonna try something really like different, and I'm gonna place it in a certain area that I might think that that they might be intrigued with it. Okay, Dolph and Darcy say yes, use apples, and yes, rocks. They like rocks. Okay, Darcy, what do you suggest with the rocks? Anything, any type of those? What about those? What do you think of those aquarium rocks? The ones that are like the sparkly type. The ones that you like put that they have on like a little bit of a shine. You think they'd be very interested in that stuff? Or what about I've heard a lot of stories about them taking kids. I don't know. Maybe the ones that live way in the deep woods, but I don't know about the ones that live maybe closer to people. But I hesitate on putting toys because I'm afraid they're going to see a child with a toy, and I'm afraid they're going to want to take the child with the toy. And there's a lot of people out there that actually go hiking, sometimes, on the regular. There's a trail it's the regular, like a small road for a lot of people that do trail biking. They do mountain biking, but they just they run on the regular. It's like a little, like a pathway. And there's a lot of joggers that go out there with their kids and stuff, and strollers and stuff, and I wouldn't want to start like, oh, look at that toy, and somebody gets provoked from a child because of that. So I really want to stay away from toys. Okay, so Darcy says that's a good idea, and I have heard they even replace things. And she says that she's even heard that they replace things sometimes, and I've heard that too, Darcy, that they do replace them. And Dolph says flint. Okay, so those are all good ideas, guys. Thank you very much for those ideas. I'll go ahead and ideas and maybe one day, hopefully, I can talk to you guys, or meet you guys or whatever. You know what I mean? Like over here in my I believe he's talking about the Flintstone, Darcy. I believe he's talking about that Flintstone. It's like a flint, like uh, it's like a grayish, blackish rock. Am I right, Adolph? It's like a grayish rock. It's like really fine. I believe that's what he's talking about, because I assume that's what he's talking about. That he's talking about Flintstone. There you go. Yeah, the Flintstone to make arrowheads. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. And then actually, as a matter of fact, I don't know if I've shown you guys, but I have a couple of pictures, and I'll show it in the next time I do it. But I have found arrowheads out there. I got one that's made out of Flintstone that I found. It's a pretty good. It's about that big. It's a pretty big pretty big arrowhead, and a lady had told me that that she's one of those park patrol things that they run up and down and make sure that people are, you know, breathing okay and all that stuff, and they're doing their hike right, or, you know, they're on the bike and they're not, you know, they didn't run into any accidents or whatever. And there's a lot of like Native American stuff there that people have actually, you know, there's a certain area that is actually blocked off, excuse me, that nobody can actually go in there, because they have actually found like pottery and stuff, and you know, that's just a zone that, you know, is Native American, that's not allowed to, for nobody to go in there and disturb. Yeah, I love I have like I said, I found a few of them just going out there and, you know, just, you know, doing my videos and walking around there, and you know, I've seen some like rocks laying down, and I've just pushed some, you know, dirt aside, and I'm like, wow, arrowhead. I'll show it off. I don't have it on me right now, but I'll show it off. As a matter of fact, if you guys have my Facebook, I don't know if you guys have my Facebook. It's Ray the Crypto Man Facebook. If you guys go look me up on there, uh, I actually have pictures of that arrowhead on there. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pop it up. And let's see, I might have a picture of it. Let me see. Let me go to my. It's a pretty nice looking arrowhead. Do you guys do a lot of hiking or any type of stuff like that? Let me know. Let me know, guys, and then in your comments. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Well, this is not the arrowhead, guys, but look at, I mean, I'm just showing you, like, this is the area that I've been in, and this is what, you know, you can see, you know, there you go. You can actually see there's one right there, and then there's another one right there, and then there's another one right there, and I got plenty of these pictures of you know, things that, you know, that have actually I've seen out there, you know what I mean, that, you know, that people have told me, hey, you know, did you see those in the shadows? And I'm like, what? And then they send me stills back, you know, because I mean, as I'm panning, you know, sometimes you don't pick up things visually, but you pick up things on your camera that you know, you normally don't see. But, you know, as you can see, there's activity out there big time. Okay, I have that arrowhead picture. Let me see. Just got to look for it, but it's in here. Let me see. Here you go. Okay. Darcy says she'd like to go to a straight park. We have Devil's Lake. It's a beautiful area. Okay. Tell me something about Devil's Lake, Darcy. You know, it sounds really. It sounds interesting. Any what kind of history behind Devil's Lake? Is there any history to anything interesting? Anything interesting out there? I don't know if you guys seen this, but this is the handprint that I found in I found this in Big Bear. I actually, you know, it was right across. It was this handprint that I found that I casted was Okay, there's a big old lake, and it was down a hill, and there was like a picnic area, and what was really interesting in that picnic area, there was a lot of trash cans that were like they're tied to the they're tied with chains to the to that like boardwalk area where all the tables are at and everything. But the thing is, they're all open, so it was right there in visual point where it actually could see where everything was at. But the thing is, the slope was so high that, you know, if you were down there, you couldn't see what was looking back at you. That was really interesting. But I actually found that print out there. I did the casting for that. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. So Dolph says he does a lot of hiking and exploring. That's really good, Dolph. Really good. Keep that up. You know, uh, do you have a Facebook account or something like that, or do you have a place where you post do you post photos and stuff? I really like to see them. That would be really nice. Yeah, I got tons of photos that I have that that I got to show off because this is actually uh me doing a cast of that print. There you go. That's the cast of the print that I did. You know, I had found it, and like I said, it was right off that incline. You know, that area is beautiful. It's big. You know, a while back, I took a photograph, and I haven't shared it with anybody, but it's actually it was really funny because uh, it was outside, and it's almost like on a quilt or something, and I had the funny feeling that that thing was looking at me. And when I snapped the photo, it got blurred, and I actually got this on the photo. I don't know if you guys can clearly see it, but it is a face. You could see where the mouth is at. You could see where the mouth is at. I don't know if you can see my finger. You can see where the mouth is at right there. You can see the nose right there, and you can see the two eyes right there. I don't know what you guys make of it, but that's a face. You can see the actual indentation of where the nose is at. I actually took that photograph. I just felt really weird. I was coming up to this clearing, and it was on the ground. It was kind of it was like kind of a shadowy area. And then I took the photo of it, and I thought it was going to come out perfect, and it didn't. It came out blurred like this, but you can clearly see a face right there. I don't know what you guys make of that, but you can actually clearly see a face. That was in San Antonio. Yes, Darcy. No, no, no. The print that I took. Are you talking about the print, Darcy? The print that I took, that was in Big Bear. That was not here. I have prints that I've actually gotten here in um, San Antonio over here, and I'll let me go back to the thing. I just have so many photographs. You know what I mean? That I can show you guys that are like really intriguing. You know. Let me see. I got some really, let me see, let me go. I just have tons and tons of files that, and I'm trying to. Um, I've made some videos and I got some of those prints on my videos. So let me see. Let me go back. Let me try to find. These prints. I have so many things. I've seen so many crazy things, you know. And you know the thing is, I got a really awesome picture that I have from Big Bear that day that I found the print. I actually, in the clearing when I was walking up, there was actually a vision of something that really looked huge and big there. I have it in here, and it's like I should have set up all these photos before I started doing this, but I didn't. This I've actually found it here in San Antonio. Let me see. Let me get. Okay, there you go. That's just a bigger picture. This I actually found it here. They actually placed this like that. For what reason I don't understand that. There's like a mark right there, and then they put that against that like that, and that's that's a deer antler. So what that signifies, why it was placed like that, I have no idea. But that's one photo there. But I do have photos of where I've actually found prints, and they've been close to like 17 inches. So I will find those. What was I seeing on the mountain, Darcy? Uh, well, it was going up, and I'll show you if I can find that photo. I'll show it to you, and if not, I'll make sure that I'll leave you a link on there like that you can actually see it. It's very interesting. Um, okay, here. Okay, I did an outline on this one, and this is here in San Antonio. This is this print right there measured. I believe I don't want to be. I'm gonna see. Let me go up on it. Yeah, this one measured. This one measured. This one right there measured 17 and a half inches. This one right here. I found this one here in San Antonio. That's what I found in the area that I go in Bigfoot. I found that one there, and then let's see. I actually even found a small print too, and as you can see, that's right like next to my foot, and down here we don't have no bears, so there's no way it could be a bear because and if I can find the way it is, the way it looked, yeah, right here, and you can actually see the indentations of where it's in right there. You can actually see those indentations and everything. The way it was like, yes, it was really wet that day, and you could see the way it was just like ground in, when I found it, and but like I said, we don't have no bears here, so there's no other thing that can make it. And then, it looks like, almost like a primate foot. I mean, take a really good look at it. I mean, it really looks like a primate foot. Oh, that you're talking about the, let's see, Darcy, you're talking about the face. You're talking about the one that I just showed you on that it was like it was almost like somebody had thrown something there, but it was just like a an old piece of like a big uh old blanket or something like that, and it was just thrown there. That I found here in San Antonio. uh Now, are you talking about but the face pick? The face pick. Yeah, the face pick. Yeah, that I found here in San Antonio. I found that here in the same wooded area where I go Bigfooting. Yeah, I'm trying to find that. I have so many photos. I need a. I will. I'll put that photo up. As soon as I can. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait. Here you go. I think this is it. I'm trying to find the right one. I just have so many photos that. Yeah, when I was up there too, in Big Bear, I found this. Let's see if the video will roll. I actually found this piece of bone fragment. And I actually put it there. And I actually found this piece of bone fragment. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but I actually found this piece of bone fragment there. What it is, I haven't got a determination on it yet. But there is. I found a lot of stuff out there. See, I'm trying to run through my photos and find that photo. That photo is something else. You can actually see something there in the background. That's the one that I'm telling you that I found when I was up there in Big Bear. Yeah, that photo is somewhere. Well, anyways, I'll find it later, guys, and I'll post it. And I'll make sure that I mention your name like that. You guys can see what I'm talking about. Uh, well, anyways, this is the area I was in when I was up in Big Bear. I mean, you could tell it's like vast. It was really like really like really nice out there. It was like I think the elevation was like I want to say, God, what was it? It was high up there. It was like 12,000 feet or something like that. It was pretty high up there. It was not low at all. The elevation was pretty high when I was up there. Uh, let's see. I have all these. Yeah, these are part of the mountains when I was up there. You can see that. It was really spectacular out there. I'm planning on going back out there and do some more investigating out there. It was really quite a time. Yeah, this is when I first found the print. The handprint right there. You could see where the knuckles were from the front right there. You could see where the knuckles were at like this, and then the thumb was like this, so really like this on the ground. So you can actually see where the knuckles are right there, and you can actually see where the print is. The thumb is actually like that, the way the hand was, but way bigger than mine. I'm way bigger than a human's hand. You can actually see that there. So. Yeah. Well, you see, I was way up there. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing some traveling all over the place. So, I'm gonna try to. Next place I want to go to is Arizona, to the Megalon Rim, up there, and I want to do some investigating up there. There's a lot of good activity up in Payson, Arizona, and I want to go up there to Payson and check out the activity up there. So Vic, if you're listening, I am gonna be up in that area, so maybe we can get together. He's actually the gentleman that has his YouTube channel called Bigfoot Weekly. Check him out. He has a lot of good stories. Really good. Thumbs up to Vic. He has a lot of good stories. I really was trying to find that photo. That photo was amazing. I think it'd be better if I just posted, because the thing is that you'll be able to see more of the dynamics of what it was. I mean, you can actually see the way it's actually in there. It's really an amazing photo. But I can't find it right now, guys. But as soon as I find it, I will post it. So what I'm going to do right now is it's already 1:18, so I want to tell everybody good night. Okay, let's see what Dolph says. Sorry about that, Dolph. I don't have my glasses on, and I'm just going to my YouTube channel on here, like that I can actually see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, Dolph says, I'm in Florida right now. I am looking for cryptos and the skunk ape. Yeah, that's a very, very good place. Where are you looking at, Dolph, in Florida right now? And do you watch any of Tim Fasano's videos? Because he does a lot of stuff in Florida. That's my question to you. That's a great place to go skunk aping, is Florida. Hopefully one day I can get out there and go to Florida, and maybe we can do some skunk aping together. That'd be great. Oh, you're in the Everglades. Dolph is in the Everglades, and Dolph, you live in a really cool area, Dolph. The Everglades. So you must see a lot of stuff up there, huh? Uh, the thing is, I'm going to tell you something about you living in Florida and me living in Texas. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys seen my videos, and the thing is that a lot of the area that I go in is there's a lot of similarities to the trees and the terrain and everything that you guys have in Florida. Aside from the swamp that you guys have out there, that's huge in the Everglades. But other than that, the terrain is almost similar. So I believe, a lot of the stuff that we're seeing over here is probably skunk ape too. So I believe that's what it is. It's more skunk ape than Bigfoot related. So Dolph, you travel from place to place, or this the reason you travel from place to place? Is it because you do a lot of crypto stuff? West Virginia. Dolph was in West Virginia for 2 weeks. So you must do a lot of traveling, because you do this crypto stuff, on the regular side, don't you, Dolph? Yeah, the same thing with here, with Texas, it's all flat. You know what I mean? There's not really no, if there's, in the area that I live in, Texas, pretty much basically all flat. And there's a few places, that you see it, and it has that a lot of people say maybe they're mountains, but to me they're just hills. They really here in Texas, you know they're not mountains out here. We don't have no mountains out here. Well, okay, everyone. I wanna come to a close already. It was very nice talking to you, Dolph, and also talking to you, Darcy. Very much. Thank you very much for being on the show, and I'd like to thank everybody else for being on the show. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do this again next Saturday. Uh, Depending on how everything goes, maybe if you guys feel comfortable, this 11 o'clock period would be good for you guys. 11, 12, around there. I'll start broadcasting. Anyways, I'll let you guys know when I'm going to start doing it again. I thank you very much for joining the show, and you guys have all a good night. Thank you very much. And like I said, if you guys have any messages or anything you want to send me, for that goes for anybody. My number is 210-306-9574, and that is my number that I also have on my website. Uh, and everything is in my profile there on the YouTube. So if you go to my website, my number's on there, and that's my personal number for cryptid related stuff or ghost stuff or any kind of stuff like that. So you guys feel free to email me. Also, my email's on the description. Facebook, like I said, you just look for Ray the Crypto Man, and there you go, and you'll find me. And I also have a group called Talking Cryptozoology and Unexplained, and you guys want to be in that group too. There's a lot of really cool people there that and there's some other groups that I'm in that I can get you guys acquainted with too, if you guys are into that kind of stuff. And then well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys being on, and thank you very much. You guys have a good night.